Hello and welcome back to Void MTG. Today's deck is Kaalia the Vast. This is about a bracket 2 to 3 deck. Even though it is Kaalia, she built different. This is an angel tribal build with about 3 non-angels to cheat out. Also, there's really no game changers, and the only tutor would be Razaketh. Kaalia of the Vast is a 1 and Mardu 2/2 human cleric with flying, and whenever Kaalia attacks an opponent, you may put an angel, demon, or dragon creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking that opponent. So the point of the deck is to cheat out large things, namely angels, to just wail on our opponents. There's no real finisher or combo in the deck since most of our creatures are very large with flying, so you just kind of overwhelm the board with them. Since Kaalia's ability is combat-based, we want some combat tricks and extra combats. Reconnaissance is an enchantment that we can pay 0 to activate, so free, to remove target attacking creature from combat and then untap it. This is great if we're swinging with Kaalia and she's getting blocked by something bigger that will kill her. We could take her out of combat but still get the trigger from her ability. Ishin 2 Heavens is 1 will trigger Kaalia an additional time, and Arnie Metalbrow for a 1 and a red will put a creature from our hand tapped and attacking as long as its mana value is less than the attacking creature's. Overpowering Attack is new from the Assassin's Creed expansion. It is a sorcery that will give us another combat if we play it in main phase 2. We can also cast it for its free running cost if we dealt combat damage to a player this turn. Seize the Day and Aggravated Assault are the standard red extra combat. Seize the Day is a sorcery with flashback, and Aggravated Assault is an enchantment that we can continually activate for 3 and a red. Aurelia is an angel that we can cheat out, and whenever she attacks, for the first time each combat, we get an additional combat. Karlach is an honorary angel. If you played Baldur's Gate, you know. She gives additional combat when we attack for the first time each turn, which is great because it doesn't even include her attacking, as well as giving everything first strike until end of turn. And Zariel pumps and gives haste, makes the devil, but most importantly, gives us an emblem for her -6. At the end of the first combat phase on your turn, untap target creature you control. After this phase, there's additional combat phase. As far as demons and dragons go, we have 3. Vilis, Broker of Blood, is great because angels gain us a lot of life, and we could use that to pay into Vilis's ability to put -1/-1 counters on creatures that are blocking us or creatures that we do not want on the board. Razaketh, as I mentioned earlier, is our only tutor. He does require sacrifice, but we have a good recursion package and some token generation, so that's not a terrible cost to pay, especially if it's to go get Avacyn. Terror of the Peaks is just a really good card to cheat out. You should always include Terror of the Peaks in a Kaalia build. Plus, just caught a reprint this past summer, so when I got it, the price had dropped a bit. Terror has whenever another creature enters under our control, it deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. Most of these creatures in this deck have large power, so pretty good. Last is Master of Cruelties. Now, he currently is not in my deck. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this. I take it out of the deck, I put it back into the deck, I take it out, I put it in. Because I don't know how I feel about it, but I do feel like I should talk about it and what it could do for the deck, and you could decide if you want to put it in your build. Master of Cruelties is a 3 in Rakdos for a 1/4 demon with first strike and death touch, who can only attack alone. Putting him down, tapped and attacking with Kaalia, gets around the only can attack alone. When Master Cruelties attacks a player and isn't blocked, that player's life total becomes 1. Master Cruelties assigns no combat damage this turn. Our opponent doesn't or cannot block Master Cruelties hits, their total is 1. Kaalia follows behind in the air and hits for 2, and now that player is out of the game. Now onto the angels. These are not all the angels, but definitely the standout angels. The whole reason this deck exists is because I built a list of legendary creatures I wanted to build decks out of, and like 70% of them were angels. Liesa, Forgotten Archangel, is part of our Great Recursion, with the added bonus of exiling opponent's creatures on death. Gisela, Blade of Gold Knight, will double all our red source damage, which is a lot of the deck, as well as letting us take half damage. Archangel of Ties is our ghostly prison, but also makes our opponents pay if they want to block while she is attacking. Archangel of Thune will put a +1/+1 on each creature we control every time we gain life, which a lot of angels generally have lifelink, even though Tithe is on this page and she does not. Resplendent Angel will make more angels if we gain 5 life. Battle Angels of Tyr is just a whole lot of value. We get to draw a card if the defending player has more cards, we get treasure if they have more land, or we gain 3 more life if they have more life. These are our Staxy Angels that opponents hate. Binding Angel is a cool old card. Whenever Binding Angel deals combat damage to someone, they skip their combat phase and she flies, so it's pretty easy to have her connect. Angelic Arbiter either shuts off combat or shuts off casting. Linvala just shuts off creature abilities, so it handicaps commanders. Avacyn, Angel of Hope, is like the angel. Doesn't get more angelic than her. She will give all your permanents indestructible, and she herself is indestructible. Most people I play with always assume an Avacyn is coming down when I swing Kaalia. Lastly is Gisela, the Broken Blade, and Bruna, the Fading Light. Gisela has flying, first strike, and lifelink. Bruna has whenever you cast Bruna. So if you bring her in tapped and attacking with Kaalia, you do not get this trigger. You may return target angel or human from the yard to the battlefield. And at the beginning of your next end step, if you control Gisela, the Broken Blade, and Bruna, the Fading Light, exile them, then meld them into Brisela, Voice of Nightmares. Brisela, Voice of Nightmares is a 9/10 Eldrazi angel with flying, first strike, vigilance, and lifelink. And your opponents can't cast spells with mana value 3 or less. So this gets rid of some of the most popular removal options. I have melded her once in a game, and she was taken out immediately. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for all the recent engagement on my videos, and good games.